Hello. Sorry I'm a minute late. There was an emergency alert system test in the UK. So I was basically waiting for my phone to go. I didn't want to start the stream and have that go off during the stream, so I waited for 1 minute. But yeah, what's going on, everyone? We are live. How you guys doing? Welcome into the stream. It is Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day. We're gonna have a good day today. It should be absolutely fantastic. We got some reacts lined up. It should be absolutely amazing. How you guys doing? Hello. Hello, RPG Douglas. Hello, Dylan. Hello, Zout. Hello, Terrarian. Hello, Sansi. Hello, Austin. Hello, Chris. Yeah, we had like a big alert go off, so it was quite huge. Hello, Udongi. Hello, everyone. How you guys all doing? Welcome. Hello, Cherry. Hello, Daya. Hello, Peak. Hello, Fun and Simple. Anyone else in the UK just get that big alert? That. Anyone else get that? Well, you should have. Everyone's supposed to get it. So if you didn't get it, something's gone wrong there. But yo, what's going on? Hello, Dylan. Hello, Colin. Hello, Like Glory. Hello, Damo. Hello, Kind Planet. Hello, Amund. Hello, the Ram Peak. Oh my goodness, there's so many people here. Hello. Yeah, we got the big warning there. And we had a severe warning. The warning was, eventually there will be no more tea. You can opt out. That seems like a really bad idea. But then I guess I can kind of get it. Like, well, no, actually, I don't know. Even if you had like a hidden phone from like an abusive husband or something like that, even then you wouldn't know if this like an emergency, right? I don't know. Opting out seems scarily silly. But yeah, what's going on? Second favorite Brit? What do you mean? Who do I have to kill? Fight? Defeat. Hello, Connor. Hello, Kid Clash. Hello, Lloyd. Luke? Of course, it's gotta be Luke. Simon Cowell. Do you know Simon Cowell's son collect Pokemon cards? Isn't that crazy? Speaking of Pokemon cards, actually. Speaking of Pokemon cards, I have a stack. I have a stack of Pokemon cards. Every 5 gifted on the stream, we usually open up a pack of Pokemon cards, and I've made sure that I won't run out. If that were to happen. It might not necessarily happen, but I do have a stack. So if it were to happen, we won't run out. Rich! Oh my god, Rich is here. Yes. Rich is here. I went onto Frank's stream last night, and I saw that Rich had gifted 10, and I was like, I can't let him outdo me. So I also did give him 10. How you doing, Rich? Good morning. Good morning. What county am I from? Am I from? I'm originally from Northumberland. I don't live in Northumberland now, but I'm originally from Northumberland. Into Northeast. We are such good friends. In fact, we're such good friends. All of our friends should do something for us being such good friends. And it's selfish that they don't do things for us, actually. They should take us to Disney. The Timberlands? Northumberland. Not the Timberland. I was thinking about Tim's too much. Where's the gifts to Shrine Snipe Rich? Oh, true. Sorry, my bads. Wait, I can't even. Oh, I hate how YouTube does this now. I have to open up my channel, go to my stream, open my stream, scroll to the bottom instead of just like looking at the chat and being able to do this through the chat. All right, I'm gonna snipe Rich. Here it comes. Gifted membership for the chat. You know, for some reason, my gifted memberships take for so long to actually go through. Like, I'll click the buy button. I clicked the buy button like a few seconds ago. Let's see how long it takes for it to go through. Oh my god, is it Rich's birthday next week? Oh my god, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Gifted membership, and do we get him? I got Fun and Simple. I didn't get Rich, but I got Fun and Simple. And you know what? That's Fun and Simple. He's getting way too... I said getting way too dodge. He's getting way too good at this dodging thing. He's always been good. He's always been too good at this dodging thing. My severe alert thing is still on my phone. It's a severe alert. But how you guys all doing? Welcome into the stream. Rich is also Fun and Simple. True. Well, no. You're not simple. You're very intelligent and smart. Jay, thank you so much for the $2. I haven't reacted to that. I don't plan on reacting to that, but thank you. Count of Fire, thank you so much for the I guess it is $5. Thank you for the gifted membership as well. Thank you. You didn't get an alert? Ooh, guess the government doesn't care about you. I guess when the nuclear comes, you will be obliterated in the blast, while the rest of us will get the alert and also get obliterated in the blast. I've been working out. I've been working out for a few years. Since like 2019, 2018 maybe. It's just something I do. It's not like a super serious thing. I just like to do it. You know, it's good to stay healthy. Good to stay active. Good to train your body. All of it is very good. It is indeed react time. It's actually an hour later than I usually start because I was trying to find something specifically. Okay, since I have you all here, I need your help. I have a request. I must turn the music off for this. It's very important that everyone hears this. There is a battle that I think I did with Dylan where I mistaked Heal and Wish for Revival Blessing. And I was like really confident. I was saying, I activate Monster Reborn. And I use Healing Wish and my Pokemon just dies and then I lose the battle. Does anyone know what video that clip is from? Because I was searching for it for ages to use today in a slideshow, and I can't find it anywhere. So now that I have a group of people that maybe has seen that, does anyone know where that is from? Does anyone know? I remember, but I can't remember the video. But I remember the moment, but I don't know the video. Oh my god! Wait, so I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. This did actually happen. Okay. I was searching. I've been searching low and high. Does anyone... I thought it was with Dylan, but it might not have been Dylan. It was like Dylan, or maybe it was Shady. I don't actually know. All I know is that I used Heal and Wish thinking that it was Revival Blessing, and then it just dies. I'm like, oh. Does anyone know what video that was? Because I would really like to use this as an example on... I couldn't find it, but like, oh, dude, it has happened. What Mom was it? That's the thing. I don't know what Pokemon it was. It's something that learns Heal and Wish, I suppose. Is there anyone out there that knows this? Because I would like to use it as an example in today's Reacts. Was it Shady? Was it Dylan? I don't actually know. Was it the Cards video with Shady on my channel? Was it a Shady video? Was it Cresselia? Because I've been searching for this clip all afternoon and I can't find it. And it's like, it's boggling my mind. What was the channel? I don't know. I don't know if it was Dylan or Shady. It can't have been Pawmot, because Pawmot doesn't learn Heal and Wish, I'm pretty sure. Is it this one? Is it the Cards one with Shady? Is it this one? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Was it Cresselia? I don't know. Was it Cresselia? When did I use a Cresselia? It was Luna Dance? Was it Luna Dance? Was it Luna Dance? When did I use a Cresselia? Was it on my channel? When was it? It was not Luna Dance. See, this is crazy. This feels like Chinese whispers because no one knows what actually happened. Luke's video. Nah, that couldn't have been Luke's. It was on Shady's channel. Was it? Dude, I've been trying to find it. Oh, dude, I have been trying to find it. Choose everyone's least favorite Pokemon, then we battle. Choose everyone's least favorite Pokemon, then we battle. Wait, really? Was it that long ago? That would be the Dylan's. That would be the Dylan's video, right? Least favorite Pokemon. Hold on, let me flick this over here. I've been trying to find this. Wait, this one? Is it this one? Oh my god, is it this one? Hold on, do I have like a crest or something on like that? Like, what do I have here? I thought it was on like a beach. Is there a beach battle? Wait, there is a beach battle here. Hold on. There's actually a beach battle here. Do I have a Pokemon that can use Heal and Wish or something like that? Is it in this battle?
It's good knowledge.
Roxas. Do you think? Do you think? Is it God of War?
I don't
think you get... Yeah, okay. I was... God of War to summon. Oh, it is! Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anthony. Holy shit. Yes! We found it. We actually found the clip. Oh my god. Bye-bye, God of War. Bye-bye. Dude, I thought it was Revival Blessing. I thought it was Resurrect one of my Pokemon. I tribute my God of War to summon from the graveyards. Yeah, I did. And Dylan's like, what is he doing? Oh, that's so fun. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Anthony. You absolute legend. I'm so glad that we managed to find this. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah, now I'm ready to react to this video. I'm ready now. Oh my god, you absolute legend. You've saved my life. You've saved me. You've saved my life. Thank you so much. Claps in chat, please. Claps in chat for Anthony. Thank you. Well, legend. Can someone gift him a membership, please? I know you can't, like, target gift people memberships, but, like, it might land on him. Who knows? It might land on him. All right. Yes. I'm so ready for this. Oh my god. Can someone clip this moment so I can make it like a BRB clip? That'd be funny. All right, we're ready. All right, here we go. We are ready. I'm excited for this. Here we go. There we go. Satellite radio. It's time to react. Hold on, let me put the reacting to title in the pinned comment. We have actually like a really fun one. We have a couple of fun videos to react to today, so I'm excited for that. Should be sick. We have something that we have a channel I've never reacted to before too, which is gonna be cool. You got the alarm again? I think get the alarm again. All right, here we go. 5, 4. 12 dumb mistakes you made in Pokemon. Now, I have made a lot of mistakes, and I've actually accompanied this reaction with my own spreadsheets. Not spreadsheet, slideshow. A very short slideshow of some dumb mistakes that I have made while playing through the Pokemon games as well. And that's going to be on it. Yo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Wait, what? Before we start, Crescent just gifted 5 memberships, and they ended up gifting themselves a member. That does not happen very often. It just goes randomly out into the chat, and they gifted themselves a member. That's really funny. All right, well, Crescent, like we said, we are going to open a pack for every 5 gifted that we get. So we have ourselves a Journey Together pack here. Here we go. I can't believe how that happened. Literally friendly fire. You actually built differently. Congratulations. You did gift yourself a membership. So now you have all the wonderful subtitle emotes. Oh my goodness. All right, so here we go. Do we get anything good from our Journey Together pack? We also have Destined Rivals. Yo, Arasu, thank you so much for the 10 gifted members as well. Hold on, hold. It's a regular pack, folks. It's a regular pack, but thank you so much, Arasu, for the 10 gifted members. All right, I guess. Okay. We'll do one of each. We have a Destined Rivals and we have Journey Together. And you know what we'll do is we'll do a Giga pack. We'll combine both the packs into one, and we'll have one really, really, really large pack. This is for you, Arasu. Let's see. Can you get anything fat? Are you gonna be big with it? Are we gonna be big with it? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. That was incredibly generous of you. Much appreciated. Why don't we get some gambling music on? Throw that gambling music on. DJ, play that beat. I want to gamble. Oh, yes. It's gambling time. Okay, I have a Giga pack here. This is a double pack. Have I pulled Mewtwo? I actually have pulled Mewtwo. Okay, so first up is the Destined Rivals pack, and then it's the Journey Together pack afterwards. Will there be anything spectacular and fantastic in our first Destined Rivals? Unfortunately, there was not. However, just behind it, there is a Journey Together pack as well, which contains secrets, mysteries, and most importantly, it contains Ionu's Killer Wartrol. Nothing big from those, but we have more. Don't you worry. If we end up getting any more gifted, we have more. RSU, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. All right, here we go. Oma! Okay, all right. Let's crack another one. Oma, thank you for the 5 gifted, Oma. Thank you very much. Let's crack another one. Here we go. I love gambling. Chat, if you love gambling, make yourself known. Trust me, I got a stack of packs. I don't think we'll run out. Well, actually, maybe we will. Maybe if things keep going like this, then maybe we will. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we got a beautiful, gorgeous Rapidash. Oh, we got a lovely Where's my sleeves? I've pulled this Rapidash, I think, 4 times now. Yeah, I have never pulled the Typhlosion. How does that happen? Look at that. Look at the okay. This is a really, really, really gorgeous card. Look at that. That art is really pretty. I really like this Rapidash. It's a really nice Rapidash. It's so unique, you know? It's incredibly unique. Thank you so much, Oma, for the 5 gifted. We hit a Rapidash. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. I think that's everything for now. Is it? I think that's everything for now. So, well, I still have a stack. You know, trust me. I got a stack. Don't you worry about us running out of cards. We got a stack here. All right, shall we begin? Here we go. Ooh. Here we go. How many packs do I have? Like specifically? I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 packs. All right, here we go. Boom, boom, satellite radio. So as we watch the dumb mistakes that people make in Pokemon, we'll also go through my dumb mistakes that I have made in Pokemon as well.
You used to be stupid.
Yeah, used to be. Yeah. ThunderGod, thank you so much for the gifted member. Much appreciated. ThunderGod, thank you very much indeed.
And so did I. And some of you might still be. But most of us have grown quite a lot since we started playing Pokemon. So to appreciate how far we've come, I've assembled a list of 12 dumb mistakes in Pokemon that you and I made, taken directly from comments you all left on a post that I made on my community tab.
Now, I don't think the things that I put in my slideshow are mistakes that everybody made, but why don't we go through the first one before we get started into the M&J TV video. So my first big stupid mistake was just take a look at this forest. Now, this is a wonderful forest. It is Viridian Forest. Now, I wanted to get the image from blue and red, but I mean, this is just a nicer image. So this is a very nice forest. And take specifically a closer look at this spot here. Now, this spot contains a Pokeball. And I thought, when I started playing Pokemon Blue, that this was the only Pokeball that you could find at the start of the game. I didn't think that you could actually get any other Pokeballs. I didn't know that you could buy Pokeballs from the Pokemon. Maybe this was because I was too young to be able to read extensively. I didn't know how money worked or purchasing goods and services from businesses. I didn't quite understand that yet, but I didn't realize that you could get only one Pokeball. So what does that mean? Well, that means that I only had one Pokeball to start the game. And if the Pokemon that I was trying to catch broke out of the Pokeball, well, then I would restart the game. I would restart the game from the very beginning. Arasu! Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much indeed. He said, hey, stop talking. Okay, it's gambling time. And you know we love gambling. Okay. Crack open another couple packs. I'm going to make another Giga Pack. Because I love my Giga Packs. We have 9 packs left. We're going to have a Journey Together and a Destined Rivals combined into one pack here. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Again, it's super generous of you. Super, super generous. And now, our next Giga Pack. Here we go. Now, I believe the first one is the Destined Rivals, right? Yeah, the first one's Destined Rivals. I would love a Misty Psyduck full art. That would be fantastic. We didn't get anything in that one, but we do have our Journey Together right behind it. And you can get things like Lily's Clefairy. You can get a lot of really cool trainer cards, even Iono stuff. So let's see if there's anything hidden in this one. Is there? In End's Castle, there's a Volcanion EX, a regular Volcanion EX. Not bad, not quite what we're looking for, but certainly not bad. I'd never complain. Arasu, thank you so much for the £2. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted now. The 20 gifted it is. Look at that, the 20 gifted. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, boom. Thank you very much. And like I was saying, I didn't know that you could buy Pokeballs. And even when I was playing through Pokemon Yellow, when I would try and catch a Pidgeotto in the Viridian Forest, I didn't know that you could buy Pokeballs. So I knew that you could get a Pidgeotto, and they're quite difficult to catch. I would throw my singular Pokeball, and if it didn't work, then I would restart the game again. I wasn't the smartest child, but let's see what dumb mistakes that people make, shall we?
I have ordered these entries such that as the video progresses, the mistakes will get kind of less whimsical and more painful. When you start your Pokemon journey, your starter Pokemon knows 2 or 3 moves. A damaging normal type move like Pound or Tackle, a stat affecting move like Growl or Tail Whip, and in later games a stab move like Leafage or Ember. Then when you start battling with those moves for the first time, Tackle appears to be getting you closer to victory, while Growl doesn't seem to do anything.
So what you do is you never use any status moves ever. If it doesn't do damage, I don't want to hear about it. Violence is the only answer, and strategy has no place here.
Then when similar moves start cropping up later, like Dragon Dance or Calm Mind, who cares?
Why would I need a Calm Mind when my objective is to destroy the enemy and their entire family lineage?
A classic. If it doesn't
the only status I care about is the KO status.
deal damage, it's useless.
That's true. I feel like that's a very common one, right? I feel like we all felt that.
Yes, indeed. This mistake is ignoring non-damaging moves. And I'm guilty of this myself.
Me
in
too.
my earliest playthroughs, there would not be a single Pokemon in my party that knew any attack that was not a straight-up attack, aside from maybe Thunder Wave for catching legendaries. Inflicting status conditions like poison is more obviously helpful, but especially later game when the Elite Four start using full restores, they don't feel that helpful. And
honestly, usually status moves, setup moves that don't directly do damage, in the regular game, they're really not that helpful. You can easily clear through the regular game without having to worry about ever using anything that's not Earthquake, unless you're fighting like a Skarmory. It's pretty good. Yo! Arasu again with another 10 gifted memberships? All right, this time we got 2 Destined Rivals packs. Let's go gambling. We're going gambling once again. Thank you so much. We might actually end up cracking all of these. If we keep going at this rate, we just started the stream. We might end up cracking all of these today. I thought I was stacked up and I was ready and I was like future-proofed. I was like, this stack's gonna last me a good long while. I was even thinking about using some of these packs and ad reads to keep people, you know, focused on what's going on in the ad reads. I was like, hey, I'm gonna tell you about like your boot.dev while I open a pack. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, if they'd like that, but I mean, I feel like that would keep me locked in if I was watching an ad read. All right, our 2 Destined Rivals packs. And the first one, nothing special inside of there. But the second, the second, don't you worry, because we have ourselves, that's right, it's a TM machine. That's a reverse holo. Where did my pull go? My pull is on the table. Whoops. It was a Ethan. Could you imagine if that was like a Mewtwo? I usually discard the energy from the back before I go through the pack because it's just the energy. So I usually just discard it. Sometimes I actually put down the holo. Yo, Rastu again? Another 10 gifted? All right, hey, we're hitting it. More gambling. Let's go gambling. Come on, we have to get a hit. We have to get a hit eventually. We got a Journey Together and a Destined Rivals for this one. You did tell us the number. I told you the number. Well, someone asked, to be fair. I only said the number because I was like, yeah, that's like more than enough. It's more than enough to keep us going here. All right, yet another Giga Pack. Okay, so we have a Journey Together and a Destined Rivals. The first one is a Journey Together pack. Can we get like, wait, no, I think this is actually Destined Rivals. Am I high? It's 2 Destined Rivals. I'm actually stupid. I'm just stupid. Oh, no, I think it is Journey Together. Mimikyu EX, that's Journey Together, isn't it? I mean, it looks cool. Mimikyu's great. What would you rate Mimikyu out of 10, chat? I'd give it a solid 8.3. Oh, I love that Growlithe art, too. It's such a cute Growlithe art. But behind Archer lies something precious, something spectacular. It's something like Persian EX. What would you rate Persian? I'd give Persian a 7.2. Thank you so much, Arasu. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. Dude, I only have 5 packs left. How did that happen? How did that happen so quickly? All right, let's crack on, shall we? Yes, we shall.
Stat affecting moves like Sword Stance? Why would I care about my Pokemon doing a little dance with swords? If it's not gonna use the swords, then it's stupid. But then I got older.
Why would I care if one attack does double damage when instead I could attack 2 times? Think about that.
I've been in the competitive scene and learned, oh my god, some of these non-damaging moves are amazing. Toxic Spikes can win you battles you would not win otherwise. If the enemy Pokemon uses Dragon Dance, I get very scared. But also, I myself have Dragon Dance sweeped many playthrough battles. I've been in particularly tough fights where I used one move to drop the defenses of the enemy so I could bring in another one to KO it.
That feels like the only way to win the battle against Brock when you start with a Charmander in Pokemon Blue and Red. Or if you start playing Pokemon Yellow and you didn't catch a Mankey or a Nidoran at the start of the game, so you don't have a fighting type move. You're like, how am I supposed to kill this guy? You just use Tail Whip like 6 times and hope for the best.
I wouldn't have been able to succeed that battle had I not used that non-damaging move. And to think so many years ago, myself and so many of you undervalued these status moves so much. However, some people, like Business Scrub, for example, have valued them the whole time. Just incorrectly. Back in the day, I used to think stat changes were permanent. I spent an embarrassingly long time spamming Squirtle's Withdraw against Metapods and Kakunas, thinking that it was permanently raising my defense.
Oh, that's so sad.
I also had to, of course, counteract every enemy use of a stat-lowering move as often as possible, which led to me accidentally using stat-boosting moves regularly as a kid, but in the most awkward, useless way imaginable.
I mean, that's like being a really smart, dumb child. Really smart because you're understanding the usage of these moves, but dumb as in you don't actually understand the usage of these moves. If they were permanent, then that wouldn't be a fun game to play. Imagine how much time you would spend just boosting stats.
Gotta say, I think that's probably worse than not using them at all. This next mistake is one.
Well, one saves time because you just use attacking moves instead. One wastes a lot of time.
That I made, but I have to give you some important background information. When I was a kid, I had a poster of all the Johto Pokemon in Pokedex order. As you can see, Dunsparce is immediately followed by Gligar. I got this poster before I had ever played any of the video games. I'd only watched the show, and even when I did start playing the games, I started with Ruby, which does not have Dunsparce or Gligar.
Unfortunately.
So because of their order on the poster, the blue on their bodies, their pointed tails, and not having anything to tell me wrong.
Oh, he's gonna say he thought it was an evolution, isn't he?
For several years, I mistakenly thought Dunsparce evolved into Gligar.
That's a cute little misconception, though. I can see why you'd think that. I mean, it does look remotely similar. Dunsparce does look like a Pokemon that would evolve. It looks like an incubating egg.
Under Dunsparce's mouth turned over and became Gligar's horns. And I'm not the only one to get confused by this. Maybe the Dunsparce Gligar one specifically, I'm the only one, but a common childhood mistake is getting evolutions wrong. In the Fire Red Pokédex,
let's be honest, Venomoth should evolve into Butterfree. design-wise.
It would place Pokemon based on their environment location. It'd have their evolution families pictured in little circles and organized like pages in a book. The Diglett line and Onix shared a page, and for the longest time I thought Dugtrio
really
evolved into Onix.
That's kind of, I mean, they are both just heads and bodies, so I could see it. They're also in the ground, which kind of makes sense. It would be a massive downgrade if Dugtrio evolved into Onix, though, which is, like, quite sad to say.
See, that's basically the same scenario as me. Although I will say, at least Dunsparce and Gligar have more in common aesthetically than Dugtrio and Onix. Thinking that Electabuzz evolved into Mandibuzz.
Wait, that's funny. How do you even do that?
That one I cannot defend.
I mean, come on. Just because they have Buzz in the name?
I mean, like, I get that they both have Buzz in their name, but like one's a weird tiger and one is a vulture. Now, I cannot speak for these commenters about whether they ever actually acted upon these errors, but I personally never tried to evolve Dunsparce into Gligar because I learned I was wrong before I ever actually got a Dunsparce or a Gligar. And thus I never wasted any time trying to make it.
God, I remember sitting in Dark Cave for ages trying to catch a Dunsparce, thinking it was like some incredible Pokemon that's going to be so good. I don't know if I ever actually caught one. Like, I remember trying to catch it, but I probably failed and I got really mad.
Happen. However, some of you did waste time because you didn't get a species relationship wrong, you got an evolution method wrong. I was under the assumption that all Pokemon evolved by level and that all Pokemon could evolve, explaining me having a level 92 Kadabra and being sorely disappointed when I found out I needed friends to evolve it.
Okay, that's the hardest challenge of all, though. Having a link cable when you're a child. How do you explain to your grandmother that you need a link cable to link your two Game Boys together so I can send one of my Pokemon to the other one so it'll turn into a different Pokemon? They don't understand that. They'll think you're trying to summon demons. Like, no, sweetie, you can't have Beelzebub. That's bad. Although I will say, having just a Kadabra in most of the first generation games is totally fine. I solo ran the entire first Pokemon Blue probably 3 times with just Kadabra because I love Kadabra so much. I never evolved it because you know what? You don't need to evolve it. And to this day, Kadabra is still one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I think it's great. Now let's have a look at more of Pat's stupid mistakes. Next on the list we have silly thing number 2. I think that's a capital I. That does say silly. Don't worry, that does indeed say silly. Now, look at these Pokemon. What do these Pokemon have in common? Feel free to take your time with your response. That's right, all of these Pokemon are indeed rock types. Now, what kind of misconception could a boy possibly get into when all of these Pokemon are rock types? Well, you'd see when you try to use an electric type move on a rock type, it wouldn't work. Apart from in the anime. I mean, what is this nonsense? How did this even happen? This doesn't make sense. So my confusion, I always thought that rock was immune to electric. I always thought that. I believed it from day one to I think it took me like 10 years to figure this out. I did not realize for a very long time. So something like this couldn't happen in my mind. I thought, yeah, of course, Aerodactyl is completely immune to electricity. It's not going to work. I have to use a water type move instead because that's what's super effective on it. This, I did not know that you could do this for, I think, maybe about 10 years. It was quite embarrassing.
Leaf Green was my first Pokemon game, and in one of my later runs, after having already had to restart because I got lost in Silphco, I accidentally released—
Oh my god, it's Tyler. Wait. I know Tyler. I've watched enough Bubble League matches to recognize Tyler.
my starter just before facing Surge. Already starting bad here, but like, let's keep going. That wasn't the mistake though, as it allowed me to—
How do you accidentally release your starter?
rebuild my team around the unstoppable being that is Graveler. It pretty much soloed the entire game,
Valid.
but I did notice there was a spot for it to evolve into Golem in the Pokedex. Unfortunately, I didn't know trade evos were a thing, so I just kept rock blasting the Elite Four repeatedly with my level 99 Graveler, hoping it would eventually evolve, or at the very least, I would finally unlock whatever was in that cave by Cerulean City. This is Tyler, PM7's editor, and I asked him how old he was when all of these disasters happened.
That's gotta be like 7, right?
And he was 7, so.
Oh! Oh my god! Yeah. They call me the Noah.
It does make more sense. This next mistake might be the most common one on the list. You're given a starter and it's immediately better than most everything else in the area. Sure, some matchups aren't ideal, but you can get around them with the excessive levels it got by being the only one to hit the field. If your starter is so good, why use anything else? Using only your starter is such a common mistake that
I feel like this is not a mistake. I've done this many a times. I did this in 1st gen, 2nd gen, 3rd gen, maybe even 4th gen as well. I'd say this is just a tactic rather than a mistake, because if your Pokemon is so strong that it can't be beaten by anyone, then who cares about type advantages? Am I right, folks?
I would wager that,
like I said, I literally said before that I soloed the entirety of Pokemon Blue multiple times with just Kadabra because I love it so much.
most people who started playing Pokemon under age like 11 have done this. I definitely did. In both of my first 2 games, Ruby and Leaf Green, I used only my starters basically the whole way through. Blade the Sceptile and Squirt the Blastoise. Now, you can beat the games with just a starter, but you're gonna run into some really difficult matchups that would not be as difficult if you had a balanced team. In my first Ruby playthrough, I could not beat Brawly with only my Grovyle, so I spent ages grinding it up to a ridiculous level to win.
What? Okay, it didn't go to the 60s.
And I'm not the only one who let my starter do too much work. My starter was a Typhlosion. Everything was great until young me saw Karen's Houndoom had Flash Fire for its ability. My moves were Flamethrower, Fire Blast, and Flame Wheel. Only coverage move was Rollout. I was screwed.
This is why... This is the equivalent of putting all your money in Bitcoin.
Oddly enough, Rollout seems like a pretty solid move in that situation. But, you know, still not a great situation. The dumbest thing I ever did in Pokemon was that for my first time ever playing, I didn't catch a single one because I didn't know how. Using only my starter the whole time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You are the reason that you have to do the catching tutorial in every single Pokemon game now. This is why we have to do it in every game. It's like, come on, Bertrand, I'll show you how to use a Pokeball. Emma, it's because of you. Also, I feel somewhat of a kinship with you because I also did not know how to buy Pokeballs.
I lost many times. Okay, this is the first one I've seen where they used only their starter, not because it was easier, but because they literally did not know how to do anything else.
Ha! It is I, Grunty Boy, and
oh my god, it's Grunty
Boy.
Oh,
what?
I just realized that I've been paying for a Pilates studio membership for over a year.
What?
I thought I canceled it after I pulled both hamstrings at once, but apparently not.
That's quite impressive that you managed to do that.
Sounds like you need the sponsor of this video, Rocket Money.
Sounds like you need some
rockets.
rockets.
App that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and just generally manage your money better.
Did you
It's gonna make me rich.
Rocket Money?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that fits quite well,
funny,
doesn't
I
it?
didn't even realize until...
Tell
It's kind of perfect, actually.
me everything.
Maybe Rocket Money is just a subsidiary of Team Rocket. Maybe I shouldn't be accusing them of being criminals. Who knows?
All right. I'm using Rocket Money to help me cancel subscriptions that I'm not using and maybe forgot about. It safely identifies...
Oh my god, Netflix annoyed me so much. I canceled Netflix and I was like, oh, I actually want to watch Dexter. So I was like, I had the cheapest Netflix one, the one with the ads, because like, you know what, Netflix, I'm not giving you any more money than I have to. So I was paying £5 a month, and then I canceled that. And then I was like, but actually I want to watch Netflix. So I said, restart my subscription. And it defaulted, I should have looked, I know this is my fault, I should have looked. It defaulted to highlighting the most expensive option that I then clicked through. If I want to restart my subscription, it should be on the same level tier that I was subscribed at. It shouldn't default to the highest one. I want to do nefarious things now.
charges and cancels the ones you don't want for you, all from the app without having to call customer service. It's also handy for setting budgets to develop better spending habits, monitoring spending by category, and notifying you when you've exceeded your limits. Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to
Goku needs to be notified when he exceeds the limit.
$740 a year when using all the features,
What?
and over $500 million in canceled subscriptions.
I need this. I could defeat Pilates with the power of Rocket Money.
Well, then join the 5 million members today by going to rocketmoney.com/MNJTV or by clicking the link in the description below where you can get started for free.
That
And
sounds
you can also
amazing.
unlock more features with premium.
Rocketmoney.com/MNJTV. Got it. Time for my finances to blast off. In like a good way, to be clear.
Like to the moon. you think Team Rocket? Do you think the Team Rocket grunts would invest in like the worst coins you've ever seen?
This next mistake is one that
Yeah, like they definitely invested in Doge, right?
Pokemon causes by being honestly a deceptive game. It is a cute, generally kid-friendly franchise with cute or cool creatures to collect, but then the formula for attack damage looks like this.
Well, you're never really supposed to. Wait, times Glaive Rush? I mean, I understand it, but this is kind of funny.
The stat page of a summary is a bunch of numbers, and while you were probably old enough to understand bigger number equals better, there's a lot going on here that isn't immediately clear. Because of that, I never really looked at my Pokemon stats growing up, and if you did the same, it likely led to this mistake. Ignoring physical versus special. In case you
Well, when I was a boy, this didn't exist.
don't know today, physical moves are those involving physical strikes, usually with the Pokemon's body, and special moves tend to be ranged, energy-related attacks. Today, each move is classified individually, but before Gen 4, it depended on the
I completely ignored stats. That's me catching an Onyx. Don't look at stats. Ignore stats. Embrace big boy.
type of move. This matters because some Pokemon like Machamp have high physical attack and poor special attack, and others like Alakazam are the opposite. Some Pokemon like Kingler were doomed to always be terrible before Gen 4, since it had sky-high physical attack, but all water moves were
It's just crazy because the entire series was like 9 years old at that point, and some Pokemon had just been unusable because of this for 9 years.
special. In short, if you don't understand the difference between physical and special, you're likely handicapping your Pokemon with moves that you think are gonna be good, but actually stink. I didn't know about if attacks
Machamp can learn Flamethrower? How does he do that? Does he rub his pecs together until it sparks a flame?
for physical special had extra effects. If the move name sounded cooler, my mons would learn it. Little me was shocked my Hyper Beam Gardevoir and Emerald didn't help a lot. To be fair, Hyper Beam isn't as bad on Gardevoir anymore because it's a special move now.
And if it Mega Evolves, you get Pixelate, and that would be really good.
Hyper Beam being physical because it was a normal type is one of the more famous examples of the type-based physical special split not really making much sense. Another famous one is like Fire Punch being special. It's literally a punch. Not understanding it.
But the fire is around it. It could be a blend.
Attack and special attack when I was a kid. Just
Or it could just do the thing where it's like it goes off the highest stat. So if it's higher attack, you get the attack. If it's higher special attack, then you get the special attack, like Necrozma's move does.
going off type effectiveness and base power. The main memory I have of this is having my Machoke use Fire Blast on a Metagross and wondering why it only did about 1/8 of its health.
I feel like it would still do a bit more than that.
Yeah, Machoke has a base special attack stat of only 50.
I'm surprised that Machoke could even use Fire Blast on a Metagross. The fact that he even lived long enough to do that is quite impressive.
Also, how did it get to do anything against Psychic-type Metagross at all?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, see, we're connected with like a brain. We have the brain link
Another
connection.
not immediately obvious Pokemon mechanic is Stab, which is short for same type attack bonus.
I didn't even know about this until I started playing like competitive Pokemon. I didn't know about this until like 2013.
Any attack your Pokemon uses
Although I realize now that 2013 was a very long time ago, but to me it's more
that
recent.
matches the user's type gets a 50% boost in power. It's there so you actually have a reason to use a fire-type Pokemon instead of just teaching Flamethrower to anything else that can learn it. Stab moves are very important, but generally, a Pokemon only needs 1, maybe 2 for one of its types. So your electric type could have reliable Thunderbolt and then maybe also stronger but risky Thunder if you really need a KO in that moment.
Oh, I see Kalos in the background. And that brings us on to our next Pat's stupid thing that he did when he was younger. And this time, it's not that much younger. This time, oh, whoa. How did that get that? Code Patterrz at GamerSubs to save a ton of money on delicious beverages and more? How did you get in there? We're supposed to be talking about my silly mistakes. Ah, there we go. The worst trade deal maybe ever. You see, in the past, I did a Wonder Lock, which is a Wonder Trading Nuzlocke, against my friend Game Boy Luke. And we decided it would be funny if we Wonder Traded at the same time, because every time we got an encounter, we'd have to Wonder Trade that encounter away, and whatever we got back from that trade is what we would use. So we decided it would be funny to do that at the same time and see what happens. That was Spider-Man. Please ignore Spider-Man. So, we did just that. We won and traded at the exact same time in
Luke.
episode 9 of
I've
our
got someone
series.
called Luke.
Really?
I've
Oh,
got
we
someone.
got each other! Oh my God.
No way! No! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? You got an Lucario! No!
So you might think, wow, that sounds like a really, really good thing to do. What's the mistake here? Well, the mistake is Luke was trading an Esper, not the best Pokemon in the world. I was trading the Lucario that was holding the Lucario. So I gave him, in our verses where we were competing against each other, a Mega Lucario for him to use. He would go on to lose this versus. I don't quite understand how, but we did get 400 likes on the video, so that's absolutely fantastic.
Or your fighting type could have Mach Punch for priority, then Close Combat when you really need to unload damage. Then the other slots should go to stab moves for the Pokemon's secondary type, or support moves like stat boosting or status inflicting. But inexperienced players may not understand this, thus leading to the mistake of having too many stab moves. As a teenager, I
You can't
revisited
have
my
too
old
many.
white version. I was appalled at my younger self when I saw a Samurott in my party with 4 water-type damaging moves in its moveset.
What more could you possibly
My
want?
Blastoise in Fire Red had Water Pulse, Surf, Hydro Pump, and Hydro Cannon.
It's just a bit redundant, really.
Because, hey, all water, so it's stronger, right? My Sceptile in my old Emerald save literally just had Solar Beam, Leaf Blade, Giga Drain, and Bullet Seed.
Okay, I mean, it's for all the occasions. For when you want to kind of hurt someone, moderately hurt someone, really hurt someone, and kill everybody in the room.
Oops, all stab moves. Modern Pokemon games often have routes that are
That's crazy. That's I can't believe Ponine Freak in the chat said that as soon as Evan J said it.
generally straight lines or simply wide open fields. Older ones had literal mazes. Dungeons like Granite Cave or Mount Coronet can be true labyrinths in Pokemon, and it's even tougher if it's something dark that needs flash. I had guidebooks as a kid, so I could always make my way out if I got a bit lost, but a lot of people didn't have that resource and got stuck permanently. When I was a kid, I wasn't able to beat Pokemon Diamond because I was stuck in Mount Coronet, not being
Okay, going up Mount Coronet is always such a ball ache. Because it's just like, oh, go on Mount Coronet. But there's like 4 different entrances to Mount Coronet that all take you up different paths. And it's so annoying that you just have to brute force it. And just, oh my god, I'm getting annoyed now just thinking about going up Mount Coronet if I didn't know where to go.
able to find the damn entrance to the cave in the snow area. And then to bring it back to Tyler's comment, which had a bunch of mistakes in one, Leaf Green was my first Pokemon game, and in one of my later runs, after having already had to restart because I got lost in Silphco.
In Silphco? How is that possible? There's just stairs that go down.
Look, man, I know you were 7, but there was an elevator.
There's an elevator and stairs.
But it's
Kids will surprise you at how good they are at being really dumb.
not just getting lost. This mistake covers all methods of just getting stuck. Getting stuck in Slateport City because I didn't know you could go under the cycling road. Same!
Valid.
On my first playthrough in Ruby, I was in Slateport for ages because I couldn't get past the Team Magma blockade.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Then after my mom suggested talking to everyone in town, that magically made Team Magma disappear from the museum entrance and thus made it so I could move on.
Wow, Mom, thanks.
And then, of course, I got stuck again because I didn't realize you could go under the cycling road. So you could get stuck due to being lost in a cave or weird progression mechanics.
I know there's a shadow there, but I could see how people would get confused about that.
Or another, more amusing reason. Gardenia's gym, oh my god! When the guide at the gym said to look in the trees for hidden trainers, I thought he meant in Eterna Forest. I spent 3 months thinking that the game was unbeatable or that I missed something, but then I heard someone at school talk about how he just beat Gardenia's gym and I thought he was lying. So I asked him and he said they were in the gym. So hooray, I beat the game with Luxray, Infernape, and Staraptor. I'm glad it worked out, but that is very funny. Prior to the Gen 7 introduction of Ride Pokemon, to progress through Pokemon games, you had to teach your Pokemon HM moves. HM being short for Hidden Machine. That was how
I think this is a very cold take, but I am glad to see that you don't have to do that anymore. It was so annoying to have to take up the moveset for
They
that.
prevented progression until defeating certain gym leaders. Now, some of these HM moves are pretty solid. Strength is not the best normal attack, but it's
I mean, Surf is just amazing.
acceptable. Surf is one of the best water moves in the game, and Fly thankfully is solidly powerful, while being a move you definitely want in your party at all times. But most HM moves stink!
Yeah, like Whirlpool? Who wants to use Whirlpool or Cuts?
Waterfall and
Flash, seriously.
Dive are strictly worse than Surf before Gen 4, but can maybe be justified after that if your water type is a physical attacker. Rock Climb is under 100 power, yet has
And why is it a normal type move? I mean, I know you're climbing it, but
the
still.
poor accuracy of a much stronger move. Cut is only 50 power, and weirdly not even perfectly accurate. Rock Smash is only 40 power, but in Gens 2 and 3,
Seriously, how can you smash a rock with only 40 power? It should take at least 70.
it was only 20. And then worst of all, Defog and Flash. Defog lowers the enemy's evasion, which is mostly useless.
Which is completely useless, because why would you ever need to use that anyway?
And it also clears hazards on both sides of the field, which has some applications in competitive play, but not in a playthrough. But then Flash is truly awful. It lowers the enemy's accuracy by 1 stage, the same thing as Sand Attack.
I mean, it could be like a solar flare type of situation where it sometimes stops them from moving, but I mean, that would also be really annoying if you had that.
Unlike Sand
At least none of the opposing Pokemon or none of the NPC Pokemon can learn HM moves for the most part.
Attack in Gens 1, 2, and 3, Flash's accuracy was only 70%.
How do you miss light?
Are you kidding me?
Did they just close their eyes and it's fine?
It's a flash of light. How do you miss? These moves are horrible.
It's like saying the Earthquake could miss. Like, it
but
can't, but like if it could.
Unfortunately, important for game progression in the earlier games, leading to the common mistake of teaching your main party members bad HM moves.
Because, you know, every single starter can learn Cut. So you're most likely going to teach it to them because you might not have any other Pokemon that can learn Cut at that point in the game.
Now, why am I naming
And then you can't get rid of it.
HM moves specifically and not just teaching your Pokemon bad moves in general? Well, it's because you can't get rid of the frickin' HM moves. To prevent soft locking, HM moves can only be deleted by the move deleter, not overwritten when learning a new move upon leveling up. That means if you teach your Ivysaur Flash right when you get the HM, you can't delete it until you get access to the move deleter.
Which is like really far into the game usually.
And in Gen 1, there's no move deleter at all, meaning you have permanently ruined your starter's moveset. This is extra.
They don't yet you delete it because they don't want you to get soft locked. But I don't know, maybe it would be a preferable solution. Let's let the bad players get themselves soft-locked. Let's just let me remove freaking Cut.
Frustrating for Flash because starting in Gen 4, it was a deletable TM, but in Gens 1 through 3, it's a not deletable HM. This is insane! It is a wholly optional move! I forgot HMs couldn't be removed easily, and I taught Flash to all my Pokemon.
All of them? How dark was the cave? I made a song as such for you. I was wondering if you want to give it a listen. You made a song for me? I'd be down to check it out, yeah. Where is it? Thank you for the 1 month. Much appreciated. Thank you. How can you soft lock yourself if you have HMs in your bag? By not having a Pokemon that could learn it. I suppose, by like releasing your Pokemon or something like that. Yeah, I guess you could just reteach the Pokemon the move. I guess they really didn't trust children to be able to know what to do, which is honestly, I'm kind of on their side there. I feel like the kids wouldn't know what to do either.
Leaf Green. I taught my Sceptile Cut, Flash, and Rock Smash, also had Leaf Blade, while it was a Treecko/Grovyle in my very first game, which was Emerald. And then when I tried to teach it another level up move, I couldn't get it to forget those 3 HM moves and was frustrated. I didn't know about the move deleter at the time. So that Sceptile had 3 HM moves plus Leaf Blade, even in the Pokemon League battles as well. Yikes!
I mean, at least it had Leaf Blade, though. That's really all you need,
I am
isn't it?
eternally grateful that HM moves are gone. They were one of the most annoying pieces of Pokemon. Get me a ride Pokemon or even a stupid bike any day of the week.
Oh, and you know what time it is. It's time for Pat's stupid mistakes he made when he was young again. I need a better title for this segment. Our next silly mistake that I have made when I was young. Okay, we're gonna do this one. The next silly mistake that I made when I was younger. This actually can be found. Hold on. I need to. I'm just gonna refresh this. Put that there. Okay. There we go. Fuck, no, I didn't mean that spoiler. Sorry. Oh God, why? It's in full screen mode. I just ruined everything. I'm so sorry. Oh God, that's full. Why is it full screen? I didn't want it to be full screen. I'm sorry. I'm ruining everything. Stop. There we go. Okay. Just forget you saw anything. Let's have a look at these two moves. One is Revival Blessing, which is a move that allows you to revive a fainted Pokemon to half its health points. The other is Healing Wish. The user will faint, and the next Pokemon is fully healed. Now, bearing in mind, it will not revive the Pokemon from being fainted. Can you see the difference between these two moves? They are definitely different moves, which is why when I made this mistake pretty recently on Dylan's channel, it is maybe the most embarrassed that I have ever been in a Pokemon video. Both of your remaining Pokemon.
Ice Beam.
Bye-bye, God of War.
Bye-bye.
I tribute my God of War to summon from the graveyard. I activate Monster Reborn to... Wait. Does it not bring it back?
That's Revival Blessing.
Oh,
Healing Wish makes it come back in, and
it's a Revival Blessing. That's embarrassing. Can we edit out this part of the battle?
oh my God. You know what's funny though? You still might win.
It's so embarrassing. I'm actually, my face is going red. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, no way.
I thought it would rest them.
I kept waiting for you to like click in. I was like, wait, am I the dumb one? Is the bat weak?
I was gonna bring back Barraskewda.
Oh,
I thought, yeah. It's tough.
That's tough. You can still win. There's still things you can do. You can Meteor Beam. You could.
So I really thought that I would be able to resurrect one of my fainted Pokemon because I have 5 fainted Pokemon now. I was gonna resurrect my Barraskewda and win the battle. It just doesn't do that. It just doesn't do that, and I lost because he had Annihilate, but I just got like one-shotted. So that was probably the most embarrassed that I have ever been in one of these battles before.
The Master Ball is the most useful Pokeball, and because of that, you can only get one in most games. Okay, I guess you can get one if like you win the lottery thing.
What's the silliest thing you've used a Master Ball on, chat?
Yeah, but like that's just so unlikely. 99.999% of people they're just gonna get one. Therefore, a Master Ball should only ever be used on a shiny or on a fleeing roaming legendary.
Yeah, I mean, I would really just use it on the box art legendaries usually when I was growing up because they used to be really hard to catch. And then they changed that in Generation 4. But I would lock in Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. I would always use it on one of those.
But clearly, many of you did not follow that advice and thus made the mistake of bad Master Ball usage. Using a Master Ball on a Ditto because I thought it was a legendary. I used a Master Ball on a Rhydon right before Mewtwo in Let's Go.
What? Why would you do that?
On the
Shadowfawn 911?
Anime Farfetch'd was rare, so I used my Master Ball on it. When I was a kid, maybe 5 or 6, I was playing Pokemon Silver and used my Master Ball on a Delibird because I was sick of it fleeing on me.
Yo, Shady, what are you doing? Deathmel, thank you for the gifted. Did I miss, I think I might have missed something. Oh, wait, I can pull up what people say in the chat, can't I? Can't I pull up, like, people's messages? I think I can. I can do that. So I can see, channel activity. Sent it to you via X. Okay, well, thank you very much. I will give that a look after the stream. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for the gifted membership too.
My parents, who were helping me catch Entei, Suicune, and Raikou, were so mad.
Both parents were locked in trying to help you get those? That's sick. That's awesome.
When I got the Master Ball, I read that it captures anything without fail. I tested it out on a Snover. I was a little upset when I released the Snover and didn't get the ball back. There are countless
I feel you should be able to get the ball back if you release a Pokemon. That does make sense.
stories like these, but this next one I think is my personal favorite. Throwing a Master Ball at Lorelei's Slowbro in yellow because it can catch any Pokemon without fail.
If you got a big old hand in the way to slap
This
it.
person took the word any so literally, they tried to use it on a trainer's Pokemon.
So what you're saying is it can't catch any Pokemon then, is what you're trying to say. So you lied, game. Is that it? You lied to me.
It's even more painful since using a ball on a trainer's Pokemon makes you lose the ball.
Which is also silly. You can at least pick it up off the floor, or you're just too lazy to do that.
So they didn't even get a Pokemon out of it. Autosave, a common feature in video games, was not added to Pokemon until Sword and Shield.
And even when Sword and Shield came out, the autosave was kind of buggy and glitchy and would sometimes delete your save, so people turned it off until they updated it.
Only 5 years ago. Yes, it has already been half a decade since Sword and Shield came out.
Don't tell me that. Don't say those words. That's not necessary. It's actually been... Oh no, by the time I'm watching this, it's been 6 years.
Time marches ever quicker. But before that, you had to remember to manually save. And it can be very easy to make the simple mistake of forgetting to save and suffering the consequences as a result.
I've done this many a time.
One bad time to forget to save is before fighting a legendary, since in many of the older games, you don't get any second chances if you knock it out. Although, little flex here, I did think to save in front of Groudon in my very first Ruby playthrough. I didn't see that advice anywhere. I came up with it myself. I'm very proud of that.
Very nice.
I was an anxious child. Another consequence of not saving, though, is just losing progress. First ever playthrough of Blue as an 8-year-old, went through Rock Tunnel without Flash and made it without a guide. Got to Celadon and had to go to bed, and forgot to save after struggling to get through Rock Tunnel for 2 hours.
I think in a lot of games that I played when I was younger, I didn't know you could save. And also I didn't realize that you needed certain things to save. Like in a PlayStation 1, I would play through games, but I wouldn't be able to make any progress with them really because I would start from the beginning because I didn't have a memory card. I didn't realize you had to have a memory card to save your game. So I would just start the game from the start, and I thought that's just how you do it. You just start the game from the start every time.
Had to redo it the next day.
I think I played the first 20 minutes of Abe's Odyssey, Oddworld, whatever the game was called, maybe 20 times.
Or, even worse, not saving the game after 5 hours of playing.
Ouch.
But then there's this one, which sounds like genuinely traumatizing, but also I have to admit I kind of doubt it. Playing through the entirety of Pokemon Heart Gold, almost beating the champion, then the game freezing for whatever reason, sending me back to the beginning of the game because I didn't save once the entire playthrough. I cried.
I mean, that's like your fault though, isn't it?
I want to be nice, but like,
That's just your fault.
I don't believe you. Who in their
You didn't save one time? I guess you could put your DS on standby so you could just
right
close
mind would not save for an entire playthrough? Like, did you just
Yeah,
close
no,
the
I
DS and leave it plugged in? Like, do
Yeah.
people do that? This
You could. I guess you could do that. That does seem silly and ridiculous. You could just like forget to save and just leave the DS closed the entire
next
time.
mistake is a very painful one. And while I do feel sympathy for those of you who've done it, I also don't understand it. Pokemon games have always had a release feature to allow the player to clear out Pokemon if their boxes get full. I never found it necessary until modern games like Let's Go or Legends Arceus, where catching is quick and easy, and thus I never used the feature as a kid. But somehow, so many of you made the mistake of releasing a Pokemon you shouldn't. A lot of you ended up releasing your starter. Tyler's comment already mentioned him doing that, but there were more. Accidentally released.
I don't know how you do this. I don't think I've ever done this before. Surely you know what release means. It's not gonna like make it come out of the Pokeball.
My starter Blaziken while trying to swap it for a Macargo I'd just gotten and wanted to level up.
How do you do this? It's so far down the menu. And then it's like, are you sure you want to do this?
My first time playing, I didn't understand how the PC/box worked and couldn't figure out how to get my starter back into my party. I thought release might be the way to get my Totodile.
Okay, I could totally understand why you'd think release would be like, oh, like release it from the ball. right? That's what it
My
means.
reasoning being that it would release the Pokemon from the box and back to me. Okay, at least this one had some reasoning behind it, but how did the Totodile get into the box in the first place? Then some others of you released legendaries. I thought I was leaving the box, and instead I released my Thundurus from Pokemon White.
What? How? How did you do this?
I have been distraught since. I released my BDSP gift, Mew.
How?
And then, of course, so many of you released shiny Pokemon. I released a shiny Sandshrew thinking it was less cool than my regular Sandshrew.
Okay, you know what? That's kind of based. It does look less cool than regular Sandshrew. You know what? Fair dues.
I had 2 Poochyena, one with gray fur and one with yellow fur. I released the one with yellow fur because it was significantly weaker and only knew Ice Fang.
What? How does he even know Ice Fang?
I will always regret this. When I was 10, I had a Lotad with Patterrz. I released it because I thought it was going to break my game.
That's fair enough. Like, Nurse Joy's like, it looks like your Pokemon is diseased. You're like, oh shit, I better get rid of it.
It was all
Because, you know, a virus is usually bad and something that you don't want around your other Pokemon.
also a shiny. Yikes, bit of a double whammy there. If it's real. Both a shiny with Patterrz? Really? Really? Now, as I mentioned, as a kid, I never released any Pokemon, much less an important starter or legendary, so I have an important question for all of you out there who did make this mistake. Why didn't you just turn off the game? So many of the mistakes in this video are ones that are not immediately obvious or are ones you cannot fix, such as wasting time leveling up a trait evolution.
But I would lose like 25 minutes of progress though. No.
Or
Not 25 minutes.
losing progress because you didn't save. And for some of these, like, I kind of get it. It's like, if you don't understand the value of a shiny, you're more willing to release it. But like, you also could have just left it in the box. But not only is releasing a legendary or a starter like an obvious bad thing, it gives you immediate feedback. You've done it. It's like, oh, bye-bye, it's gone. And you what? You just save after? You
Bye-bye, it's gone forever. You're like, I'll probably come back.
don't just turn off the forget the
Nah, it'll get like hungry and probably come back or something, you know.
progress up to that point. Get your starter back.
I mean, where's it really gonna go? If you think about it, it doesn't have a family.
Not immediately resetting your game to get rid of that mistake is insane to me. But I guess kids are insane. This is the
That's true, they are incredibly stupid. Much like me when we come to our final stupid thing that Pat did when he was slightly younger than he is now. Again, this needs a better name for this segment, but here's the last thing. Here's a quick and easy question for you. Is this or is this not a shiny? Feel free to take your time when you answer. Looks like chat has mostly, not entirely, mostly come to the correct answer, which is yes. However, if you're me, 8 years ago, you might not think the same thing.
That's not a shiny.
When I was shiny hunting for Zekrom doing soft resets on it 8 years ago, a shiny one actually did pop up.
How was that? Did I do
Which
it?
is, you can see that it did pop up because if we look to this beginning of the encounter here, encounter 175, it does indeed sparkle. However, I was distracted by the chat, not seeing the sparkle, or the fact that it even looks different, and I specifically said, that's not a shiny,
That's not a shiny.
saying that's not a shiny as I soft reset on a shiny Zekrom, only 175 encounters into the hunt, which would have been an incredibly quick shiny hunt for a shiny legendary, when the odds are, you know, approximately 1,300 or whatever with the shiny charm. That is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done, shiny hunting a Pokemon. Specifically looking at a Pokemon that I was hunting for, saying that's not shiny, and getting rid of an actual shiny. Which brings us to the end. Congratulations, me, of the stupid things that I did when I was slightly younger. That is not the only stupid things that I did when I was younger than I am now. And probably it's not the last stupid thing that I will do, but it is the funniest things that I could find and think of an hour before I started today's stream.
Second to last mistake on this list, and it is so painful, I'm genuinely grateful that I've never done it. Shiny Pokemon are awesome. They're rare and special, different colored Pokemon, and in the older games, they are exceedingly difficult to find.
Wait. Is this going to talk about getting rid of shiny Pokemon? Because they look different? Is this really... Did I just segue into a getting rid of like a failing shiny Pokemon segment accidentally and without realizing? It's why they call me the Noah, chat. That's why they call me the Noah.
Therefore, it really sucks when you find one and then don't catch it. Could be because it KOs itself, you get a badly timed crit, you're low on Pokeballs, etc.
Oh, maybe you are really dumb and look at it directly and don't even think it's shiny. You know, maybe that could happen too. I don't know. Maybe that could happen to some stupid idiot on the screen right now.
Those are painful, but most of the time they're bad luck or miscalculations. The far worse mistake is intentionally failing a shiny.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who would intentionally fail? I mean, I would never do that. I would never soft reset on a shiny Pokemon thinking that it was normal. I wouldn't do that.
Because if you do it on purpose, then learn later what you did, not only do you not have the shiny, but then you have to live with yourself.
Yeah. And trust me, like I felt great after that. Is this really the segment? Wow. I swear I haven't watched this video before.
When I was younger, I ran from my first ever full odds shiny because I thought it was a virus on my 3DS. Why is this Shinx yellow? I want the original blue one. Kills it without hesitation. I once thought as a kid that the blue boulders in Chargestone Cave looked blue because of the blue crystals that you can find there.
Which actually is a very good thematic reason to have a Pokemon look like it does. I think that's actually very cool, and I like that a lot.
So I definitely ran away from more than one shiny Boldore at some point in my childhood.
What do you mean more than one? How much did you play of this game? It's a 1 in 8,000 chance. How did you find more than one?
That yellow Pidgey's a glitch. Restart your game. From my cousin. He is disowned in my eyes. Well, at least the last person has someone to blame other than themselves. Before I get to the most painful mistake in Pokemon, I wanted to read some other comments that you all left. They don't really fit into any other mistakes in this video because I don't think anyone else but the writers of these comments made these mistakes, which is why I want to mention them. They're so entertaining. My friend was told the Everstone prevented stat drops, so he had it on his starter near the entire game.
I mean, there's something very cool about the idea of using a starter that isn't fully evolved, right?
Trading away my first ever full odds shiny, then ending the friendship before getting it back.
Oh, I mean, why would you do that, though?
Not subscribing to M&J TV.
That's indeed a quite silly thing that you should make sure that you haven't done.
Sorry, I thought I'd...
Haven't done. You make sure that you haven't not subscribed. Make sure that you have subscribed.
Sneak that in there. I would consider it a mistake, though. When I was 8 years old, every time an NPC or any Pokemon at all used Patterrz song, I'd take off the sound of my device. I misunderstood the whole gotta catch 'em all motto. I have 4 boxes of just Poochyena sitting on my Emerald cartridge from when I was 6.
I mean, you really did try to catch them all,
and
though.
Now for my...
What are you like it's like the Hoenn version of Ash's Tauros.
Personal favorite. Growing up, my family owned a single computer. I was taught that we were not allowed to log onto each other's profiles, only our own. So when I got my first Pokemon game and found every Pokemon Center had a computer, I would refuse to log into someone's PC because it was a breach of privacy. As such, I was stuck with only 6 Pokemon for months.
That's, you know what? Raised correctly.
Incredible, spectacular, no notes, a perfect illustration.
I mean, what is a child supposed to think someone's PC even means, realistically?
Of the fact that, like, it was weird that they had the Pokemon storage system named after someone that was not the player. Like that.
Yeah, like, why was it called someone's PC?
That was an odd thing that they did, right? But now for the final mistake.
Am I supposed to be taking from someone's PC?
The most painful one. It's at the top of the list because not only can it ruin relationships, but it can do more damage than all of these other mistakes combined. Letting someone else destroy your game.
Oh,
Some
no.
of you let someone else play your game, and that someone else made one of the other mistakes in this video. But I'm talking about worse. Letting my little brother play Crystal version when he could barely read. Naturally, the first thing he did was start a new game and erase all my progress. My friend told me
This is why in the later games, you have to do this crazy Konami code on the menu screen before they let you delete a save.
you can have 2 save
That's actually why. This is why they have to
on
do it.
Pokemon Sun, so I gave him my DS, and he got rid of 5 years of progress on my first Pokemon playthrough.
What? Why would he do that?
Count-
Why would he say
This
that?
beloved Pokemon and years of progress wiped out by someone you once held dear.
Why? Wait, if you could have 2 save files on one Pokemon Sun, and you hand it to your friend, and then you see your friend do the code that will allow you to get 2 save files, and then it says, "Are you sure you want to delete your save data?" You think, yeah, this is how you get 2 save files, I guess. I guess you just have to delete the save data. That sounds fine. That doesn't sound suspicious whatsoever.
You lose so much, but you also
I had a friend that stole my Pokemon Leaf Green copy, and I know they stole it. They denied stealing it, and I literally looked at the copy, and I was like, that's my Pokemon that I caught. And he's like, nope.
bear a grudge.
But also, when I was a child, I stole one of my friend's Pokemon Sapphire, and I still feel bad about it to this day. I also stole a He-Man sword. I was quite a little kleptomaniac when I was a child.
Nothing worse that could happen except doing it yourself, like I did.
Oh.
My original Ruby save file, I wiped clean because I wanted all 3 starters in Sapphire? What was I thinking? I have no
Heartbreaker.
one to blame but myself, and my mistake is more painful. Because not only do I have no one to blame but myself, but I am alone in my pain. Wiping out your own save file is not an entry in this video because no one else left comments about it. I am alone in my foolishness and suffering.
Sadness. Well, I definitely have wiped out my own save file, but I did it intentionally because I was like, I want to start the game again. I want to play through again. I think I played through the original Pokemon games maybe like upwards of 20 times. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Gold, Silver, Blue, Green, all those ones. The first like 4 generations of Pokemon games, I probably restarted those games collectively over 100 times. I don't know, I just liked playing the same games over and over again. I don't know why. As a heartbreaker, though, if you wanted to, I feel like I should have kept them because I feel like I would love to have those Pokemon from when I was young, but I don't have them, unfortunately. I would love to. The only Pokemon I have from when I was younger is the first Pokemon I ever shiny hunted, which was a Growlithe. I did the Masuda method on Pokemon Black and White. The first time I found out about it in like 2010 or 2011, I found out about the Masuda method. So I did it until I got a shiny Growlithe, and I still have the shiny Growlithe to that day, which feels really good.
Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see
did enjoy this video. Thank you so much. Subscribe to M&J TV, and you know, maybe also subscribe here if you want. You can subscribe here too if you want to. You don't have to, but like if you want to, you can do too. Just you know, react to all the leaked ZA methods. Megas, absolutely not. No, I will never. I don't want any leaked stuff in this chat. Don't post any leaked stuff in this chat. Don't say anything about any leaked shit. Don't care. Don't want to see it. Don't post it. Don't even post like a fake one because we can't tell the difference and
Hey
we'll still get
Patterrz,
banned.
I got another Pokemon riddle for you, and if you can answer it without looking at chat, I'll gift 10 memberships.
I don't know if I can. I'll try my best. We do have another video to react to after this as well, by the way, just so you're aware. We do have another video to react to after this. Hey, thank you so much, Mary, for the 4 months. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 5 circle. Oh, shit. Glimglorp's going to get mega? Nice. 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 Okay, I won't look at chat. Okay, I'm going to close chat. I just want to look at this message.
Until Gen 4 I didn't learn any stab moves by level UP. I prefer to live in tropical forests. My stats lean more towards the physical side. I have a 1/4x resistant. I was not in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Until Gen 4, I didn't learn any stab moves. Okay, so I assume that means it is Gen 3 or below. I prefer to live in tropical forests. My stats lean more towards physical. I have 1/4 quad resistance and I wasn't in Sword and Shield. Oh, dude, is it like Tropical Forest? I feel like it's like Lombre. I feel like it's Lombre. He has 1 quad resistance, water. It's like a tropical kind of Pokemon. I feel like it didn't learn any stab moves. I feel like Lombre didn't learn any stab moves until Gen 4. I feel like Lombre also wasn't in Sword and Shield. Okay, not looking at chat. I want to lock in Lombre. I don't know if that's right, but that's my guess. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I want to lock in Lombre. I don't actually know if that's right, but that's what I'll lock in. Let's go back. Oh, wait, was it in Sword and Shield? I got it wrong. I got it wrong, didn't I? I got it wrong. What was it? Didn't learn any stab moves by level up. I prefer to live in tropical forests. What could it be? So that's lean toward the physical side. Fortress? Damn!
Fortress.
No one got that right. Oh my god, no one guessed it. Not a single person in chat guessed that. That's crazy. That's great. Not a single person guessed that. All right. We are going to react to another video, a very cool video, in a second. I'm just going to have a quick pee break. Thank you so much to all of our gifters.
Want to see me land a dynamic punch?
Sword dance.
You want to see me land a dynamic punch? You want to see me land a dynamic punch? That was pointless.
Losing a run this far to Patterrz is probably the most anticlimactic and boring ending you can have. Okay, here we go. Huh? Okay, that's tough. Just don't paralyze me. Oh my... Well, there we go. There we go. Speaking of anticlimactic ending, jeez. Lomberry. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Mega Latios! Yeah, I need to make sure he doesn't pick the Mega Latios. So I picked the middle one, and... Oh, fuck. Oh, I calculated wrong. It's okay, I can still win. Oh, he's me? How can he be me, but I'm me? I beat him. A bit. He's a fighting type now. Wait, as long as I live this, we win. No! No, no, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. No! Diggersby, though. Earthquake hitting me, no. Damn it, Bone Club. That did not do much damage. Okay. Speed boost at... Wait, what? Speed boost tail glow? With recover? And a stab? And it's a crit. What was that? Might be the luckiest string of packs I've ever seen. Moltres Full Art EX into Alakazam Full Art EX. Or just Alakazam Full Art. Into Moltres EX. Into Immersive Charizard. Into Full Art Meowth. Into Full Art Gloom. Ooh. I hope this isn't... I didn't realize how, like, skew-whiff that looked. All right. Shall we dive into it? We have a cool one. We have a non-Pokemon React. Miss Shofu XY battles. Diggers below. Earthquake hidden below. Alama enemy no. We have how a Minecraft scammer stole $16.5 million. We got a big one here, guys. I have no idea how this is gonna go. But here we go. Non-Pokemon React. Oh my goodness. That's right. Yes, non-Pokemon React. It's big. All right, here we go. 5, 4. How a Minecraft scammer stole $16.5 million. That's right. It is a tutorial video. And after this, you'll also know how to steal $16.5 million. Truthfully, I actually don't know the context of any of this. It's a fun video, and their videos always look really nice. So I'm interested to find out how you can steal $16.5 million from
An
Minecraft.
unexpected phone call.
Oh my goodness. Whoa, hold on. It skipped the first few seconds. I apologize.
A Twitter employee is getting an unexpected phone call.
Oh my god, it was still called Twitter back then as well. I think the rebrand to X was maybe one of the worst rebrands of all time in terms of brand recognition. Because if I say something like, oh, did you see that tweet? You immediately know where it's coming from. Now, what did they call it on? I don't even call it Twitter. I don't think anyone calls it. Sorry, I don't even call it X. I don't think most people don't even call it X. I think it sounds stupid. It sounds like you're trying to be edgy. But if you say, "Oh, did you see that post?" You don't know what website that came from. You see that? Oh, did you see that tweet? Immediate brand recognition. You know where to go for it. Did you see that post on X, the everything app that contains everything? It doesn't sound like it came from that specific website. Calling something a tweet is much more brand recognizable. Anyway, sorry, that's completely unrelated to this. Let's dive into it.
The caller claims to be from Twitter's internal help desk. He explains there are issues with the company's VPN connection. Apparently, it's been happening a lot lately. The Twitter...
If this is sponsored by... Wait, it is sponsored by... It's not by a VPN. It would have been really fun if it was sponsored by a VPN.
employee logs in again. He enters his credentials, username, password. Then he just needs to confirm the login on his phone. Done. Everything seems to be working now. The help desk person sounds pleased and wishes him a nice evening.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, wow, Jesus, look at this.
Graham hangs up.
Graham? Graham has soundproofing on his walls. He's got a monster. He's got what looks like a standing desk. Oh, he's even got those
He
lights.
cannot believe how easy that was. He doesn't work for the help desk, and definitely not for Twitter. He's 17, drives a white BMW, has a high-end gaming setup, and wears a Rolex covered in gemstones.
Jesus Christ, all right, Graham, chill out, man.
He's pulled off a few scams before, but this one will be the biggest hack of his life,
Is he, a streamer?
by far. Graham is about to drag the Twitter team into a nerve-wracking game of cat and mouse.
And they're gonna throw hard drives around the place because they're so mad and
A
upset.
small crew, he'll hijack the accounts of some of the most famous people on the planet. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos,
Oh my god, wait, what? I have decided to give back. I remember these tweets! Oh my god, I remember these tweets! I have decided to give back to my community. Oh my god, this was going around. There was so many of these people that were trying to give back like MacBooks and things like that. All Bitcoin sent to my address will be sent back doubled. Come on. Dude, all Bitcoin sent to my address will be sent back doubled? How stupid would you have to be to do this? Come
Joe
on.
Biden, Barack Obama, Kanye West,
Damn, you got Joe Biden?
Mr. Beast.
You got Mr. Bean?
He'll even break into the account of the man who just a few years later will end up buying Twitter. By the time it's all over, Graham will be sitting on a stash of Bitcoin, and it will all go down in just over 24 hours. This is the wild story of the biggest hack in Twitter's history.
Jeez. Wait, what does this have to do with... Oh, he's a Minecraft scammer. So he starts in Minecraft and then he escalates.
Major
Okay.
security breach at Twitter.
With ties to a Florida.
He gets swatted as well? Why do they always look evil in their mugshots?
It's 2016. A 13-year-old kid is sitting in his bedroom in Tampa, Florida, playing Minecraft. His name is Graham Ivan Clark.
And you can tell he's a Minecraft player because he has a Minecraft diamond picks on his wall.
He's playing Minecraft in hardcore mode. One death and it's game over.
Oh no, wait, he
On
died.
YouTube, Graham goes by the name Open.
He does have a YouTube channel. He actually did, and this is the old layout for YouTube as well.
In his videos, he talks about being homeschooled and how he doesn't have many friends. His parents split up when he was 7. He's raised by his mom along with his sister. Minecraft is his escape, a way to get away from real life. It doesn't take long for Graham to start bending the rules.
This video is about a scammer, a liar, and just someone that is pretty scummy. You guys probably know him already. It's Open.
Graham,
Oh, he started scamming in
aka
Minecraft.
Open, makes money selling rare Minecraft skins
Okay.
and flashy usernames.
Atrio. Did I just see
The
Atrio?
catch, he never actually delivers them. According to him, by 2017, he's pulling $5,000 a month.
What? What? Wait, okay, from not actually delivering the skins. surely after the first few sales that you make like that, where you don't actually deliver the skin, people will be like, oh, this just doesn't work. It's just a scam. Then people would stop giving them money, right?
He's only 14. But scamming a few Minecraft noobs isn't enough for him. He wants more. In 2018, Graham starts getting interested in crypto and stumbles across a forum called OG Users.
Of course.
OG Users.
Oh my god, this is one of the old forums. My god, I used to use forums like this all the time. Forums like this have mostly died and been replaced with Discord servers now. You don't really see many forums like this around anymore, where you can make an account and there's all these different subsections where you can post about things that are related to other things. It either being replaced by like subreddits or by Discord servers. They're mostly gone.
Corner of the internet. It's a forum to discuss and buy rare online usernames. It's crawling with hackers and scammers. They trade stolen or hacked online accounts. For $1,500, you could buy the late XXXTentacion's old Minecraft account or get a clean Twitter handle like @beers.
@beers. Selling @beers. I mean, what you're really gonna do with these handles though? I guess you could forward them, like sell it on to like a company or something like that. Oh, I bet Corona would love to have @beers on Twitter.
Graham signs up under the name Graham $sign and gets banned just 4 days later.
What do you get banned for? For being, oh, is it because he's a minor?
Again, he took money, but never delivered.
You got banned in 4 days? Off of a crypto? I'm surprised they even banned him. I thought the forum would be like, yo, you scammed someone? Good job. That's exactly the kind of hustle that we want to see here.
But in his few days on the forum, something else grabbed his attention. A new kind of scam. SIM swapping. An AT&T store in the center of Boston. Tech investor Greg Bennett has a problem. He's lost his phone. Luckily, the store rep can help. In cases like this, mobile carriers can transfer your number from the lost SIM card to a new one. All Greg has to do is show some ID, and the process gets started.
Did Graham walk into this and he says, hello, I am Elon Musk. Can you please give me a SIM
It takes a
so I can log into his account?
little while though, so the man leaves the store while it's being handled. The only thing is that man wasn't Greg Bennett, not even close.
And so it looks like somebody walked into a store and said they were me to an employee who was a collaborator, then swap out my...
Who's a collaborator? Wait, so the employee is in on it? Oh, I was going to say, how could you fall for it? Like, surely, even if it is a fake ID, like Greg Bennett sounds like he is a very old individual, and someone like Graham is obviously a lot younger. So how would you fall for that kind of thing? Unless the employee is also in on the scam.
You give them a phone with a new SIM card and then wiped out my SIM card in that process.
This is the real Greg Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, he does not seem like a 17-year-old. I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sure you're a very nice individual, but you do not seem like you're 17 years old.
He shared his story on the Cybercrime Magazine podcast.
How 100 Bitcoin was stolen. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. That's a ridiculous amount of money now.
His case is by far not the only one. Most of the time, the scammers don't even have to walk into a store. They just call the mobile provider's customer service line, pretend to be someone else, and talk their way in.
I mean, don't you have to pass like security checks? But I imagine as long as you know like what your mother's maiden name is, you're probably gonna get in. I can't even remember what the security checks are for when I like call. When you call a mobile phone provider, they don't really ask you stuff that's very hard to figure out. It's like, where do you live? Like, what is the last digit of your phone number or something like that? It's like really easy stuff. I also like how this person has a really big reed diffuser. Like, you know, it smells really good in that room right now.
The next day, the real Greg Bennett is at home in Seattle, sitting with his son, talking.
Yeah, what was your pet's first name? Or your first pet's name, which you'll never know. You'll never know. I think I had a hamster or like a fish. I don't even think I know what my pet's first name was.
Business. When suddenly, his phone stops working.
There's no cell signal, no nothing. And I noticed also that I'm having trouble. I'm working on trying to get into my email accounts, and I can't get into my email accounts either. So
that's actually terrifying. The idea that you can just have everything taken away from you, all your emails, all your accounts, everything that you can use to contact people through, even your SIM, so you can't phone people, that's terrifying. Hi, Colin. Thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. Especially, I don't know, as a YouTuber, I do think it's incredibly terrifying because my job is on the internet. So the idea that losing your like YouTube accounts where that's equivalent of like you losing your job. That's why it scares me so much whenever I see people that had those crypto hacks on their Twitter or their YouTube accounts, where I'm sure most of you remember when they would start just streaming crypto-related live streams and change the name of the accounts. That terrifies me. It's happened to a few of my friends. I remember it happened to John Stone, it happened to Tobin, it happened to my friend Gabe. A lot of people have had the YouTube accounts just taken, and I can't imagine how scary that is. I'm very fortunate that hasn't happened to me yet, but it's very scary.
So I'm now thinking very bad things.
While Bennett's on the phone with AT&T trying to figure out what's going on, the scammers have already taken over his phone number. Since two-factor authentication
two-factor authentication is huge. So if you have a phone number, you have access to pretty much everything at that point.
is often tied to a phone number, getting access to that number means getting access to all other accounts.
I guess that's why it's good to use things like Authy, like the authentication apps. But I'm sure there's a way to spoof it or get into those or get those codes as well.
All these folks have to do is use your email address to try to log on to these accounts and then say forgot password. So then the password resets is sent to your text, which is now controlled by another phone that you don't have.
So the fraudsters now have access to his emails, his bank accounts, and his crypto accounts. 164 Bitcoin gets stolen from Bennett's wallet.
164? What's 164 Bitcoin in today's money?
I'd be so sad if that ever happened to me.
Yeah, I think everyone would be pretty sad if that happened to them. 164 Bitcoin. That's so many numbers, I don't even know how many numbers that is. Okay, how many numbers are we working with here? Okay, we got... Oh my god, it's 13.5 million pounds. Holy! 13.5 million pounds? Wait a minute, that's about $16.5 million. I think we're seeing how he stole it now. Hey, thank you for the 5, Daddy Death Metal, thank you. Yeah, that's more money than you'll ever see. That is more money than I'll ever see. Unless you use code Patterrz at Gamersubs, baby! We can get that little bit closer every time you use code Patterrz at Gamersubs. Not only do you save money, but you can help me get to my goal of 13.5 million pounds. One day we'll get there, guys. You just have to use the code.
Back then, they were worth around $856,000.
Now wait. Oh, wow. Oh my god, it's worth so much. Wait, it's only been 6 years and it's went from $850,000 to $16 million?
Today, it would be well over $10 million.
What? Why is it gone up so much? That is insane. Why has it done that? What's gone on here? Well, how's this happened then? That's ridiculous.
Authorities were able to recover 100 of the stolen Bitcoin, but 64 are still missing to this day.
Damn. That is, oh my god, that's gotta be heartbreaking. Especially now knowing how much it would be worth.
Maybe there were multiple people involved, but in the end, only one suspect was ever identified.
It was a 17-year-old with an accomplice who was very good on a computer, and they were actually very good, very efficient. I got to give them some credit for how good they were.
Because the suspect was still a minor at the time.
You don't have to give them credit. They might have been good, but they did steal a lot of money from you.
He wasn't arrested, but there is evidence pointing to the teenage hacker behind the attack. During the scam, Bennett received an extortion message. It was signed with Scrim, reportedly one of the online aliases used by Graham Evan Clark. According to the New York Times.
The thing about this is, if you get an extortion message or like any kind of message like this, it's like, how can you even trust that they are going to fulfill that end of the bargain?
Additional evidence links Graham to the attack. For one, afterwards he suddenly started living large. He moved into his own apartment, bought a BMW and a Rolex.
Come on, man. You're giving yourself away. It's like they say if you win the lottery, you shouldn't tell anyone. But if you substantially change how you live your life, people are going to figure out anyway. It's like, where did you get enough money to move into a mansion and take first-class plane trips to Japan every 2 weeks? Where exactly did you get this money? They're giving the game away already and you haven't even started.
Before turning 18, Graham wants to pull off his biggest stunt yet. Among his targets is none other than the...
And you'd think at that point you were just kind of like, oh, well, I did it and I didn't get caught. Better hang up my hat. To take on more risk now would be silly, but it's never enough with these people. Money is never enough for rich people. When they have a ton of money, it's just not enough. They just want more.
Man, who would one day become the richest person on the planet. Everything Graham needs for the hack, he taught himself, learning by doing. But you don't just need to take on the richest man in the world to level up your problem-solving skills.
Okay.
You can just use
Wow.
Brilliant, the hands-on learning platform teaches
And to learn how to do this hack, Graham used Brilliant, the sponsor of today's
through
video.
interactive fun challenges. Like here, with their class on programming with functions, how to make the
Okay.
green dot disappear. Use a simple
Okay,
function.
wow, you made it
Done.
disappear. That's sick.
It's 6 times more effective than watching lecture videos. That's how you
Damn.
can teach yourself to code, or dive
Did
into
Graham
math,
use this as
science,
well?
data, or just sharper thinking overall. Scan the QR code now.
That's a ver-
or head
oh,
to
maybe I'll scan the QR
brilliant.org/fun
code.
to start learning new
Yeah, there's a lot of things I could learn through Brilliant,
skills
I'm
with
sure,
Brilliant.
yeah.
With our link, you'll get 20% off the annual subscription.
20%
giving you
off?
unlimited access to everything on Brilliant.
Whoa! I bet Graham would have loved to use that.
About 24 hours before he gets hacked, the Tesla CEO is busy on Twitter, handling customer support.
Should do this automatically.
It's crazy. I will say, for a man as famous as he is, he just reply to random people.
Around the same time, Graham
He gets one guide so much. Like, it's so dumb how much he gets one guide.
is sitting in front of his PC in Tampa. His plan is to sell rare usernames and access to Twitter accounts, just like people do every day on OG users. He figures each account could go for thousands of dollars, but instead of hacking individual users, Graham chooses the easier route. He wants to come at them from the inside. He picks a new nickname for this mission, Kirk, like the captain from Star Trek. Time to get a crew. He messages what appears to be his first
Of course you gotta do it through Discord, guys. Like I said, no more forums, it's all through Discord
collaborator
now.
on Discord. His name is Lowell. Graham claims he works at Twitter and has internal access. We don't know
I work at Twitter, don't show this to
exactly who
anyone.
Lowell is, but the New York Times spoke with him and confirmed he worked with Graham. Most likely Graham brought him in to help sell the stolen accounts. Over the next few hours, their group will grow to at least 5 people.
So their plan is to... What kind of Ocean's 11 is this?
Then phase 1 begins.
Twitter's 5?
Graham must have been preparing for this moment for weeks. We know that from court records. He used LinkedIn to dig up contact info for Twitter employees. That's his entry.
This is so much effort that could have been put into doing, like, I mean, this is clearly like a very smart, talented individual that could be doing anything else apart from just scamming and stealing. And they would probably make something genuinely really useful or very good.
Point.
It's a shame
Now
that
he's
they
gonna
had to
call
go
them.
down like this.
A 17-year-old kid wearing a Rolex.
Hi, this is Eric from the help desk. You're having issues with your VPN connection?
Graham gets a few Twitter employees on the phone. Some get suspicious. A few even report a call to Twitter's fraud monitoring team. But one employee stays on the line and believes he's really talking to someone from the help desk.
Okay, so your VPN's acting up? I'll send you a new link. Hang on. Try this one instead.
Oh,
Graham sends the
man,
employee-
this is tough. It's just like social engineering, isn't it? It's like you don't even, the technical skill, you still need technical skill for things like this, but it is mostly just like getting people to let you do
Fake
things.
login page. When the employee types in his credentials, Graham does the exact same thing, but in the real VPN login form. Now all he needs is the two-factor authentication code. Graham triggers the 2FA request. The code gets sent via SMS to the employee, who then enters it into the fake login page. Done.
Man, oh, it really is just that
Graham
easy, is
in.
it?
Phase 1 is underway. Through the VPN connection, he's essentially inside the Twitter employee's computer. The question now, how does he get to the back end? The place where he can reset access to individual Twitter accounts.
Yeah, I would imagine that this person can't, this person specifically can't just get into Joe Biden's account.
Graham starts poking around, but it turns out this particular employee doesn't have the right permissions. From here, Graham can't access account credentials.
So he calls him back and says, excuse me, can you get like a promotion, please? Could you please get a promotion right now so you have more access? I would just love for you to make more money. So please go ask for a promotion.
So Graham digs deeper into Twitter's internal network. He's trying to understand the system, reading through countless internal messages. There has to be something useful here. Then, jackpot. He finds the login details for someone in Twitter's legal department. That's his way in.
How does he find that?
The legal department has deep access, and now so does Graham. With just a few clicks, he can now take over any Twitter account he wants. It's simple. Change the registered email to his own, or to the buyer's. Set a new password. Done. Now Graham needs buyers. Phase 2 begins.
This can't work for long, though. I mean, as soon as an account gets flagged as like, hey, this has happened, they might be like, okay, well, how has this happened? Like, why has this changed? Like, what account was used to do this?
But there's a problem.
And then surely, hopefully, they would get found out pretty
Graham's
quickly.
reputation on OG users, the perfect marketplace for rare handles, is trash.
Yeah, because he's a bloody scammer. So he has to make a new
No one's going
account.
to buy anything from him. So he needs middlemen, dealers.
Oh my god, he's starting up a shop. I'm setting up a business where we sell Twitter account handles.
Lowell has been on board since yesterday. Today, Che-Wan joins the crew. Che-Wan is 19 years old and lives on the south coast of England. His
All right, yeah, a fellow
real
Brit.
name is Mason Shepard. Not long
Okay, he does not. I'm sorry, he doesn't look 19. He looks much younger. Than
after, Rolex signs on. He's
Oh yeah, we got Rolex. Yes.
22 from Orlando, Florida. His real name is Nima Fazeli.
And he has an anime. He has an anime background on his PC.
Graham probably doesn't tell either of them the full story. He claims, just like he told Lowell, that he works for Twitter, maybe to gain their trust. Because unlike Graham, both Che-Wan and Rolex have solid reputations on OG users. On Wednesday morning, Che-Wan posts this on OG users.
$250 per email to any Twitter account. We'll sell multiple. Wait, $250 for access to a Twitter account? It's not that expensive, to be fair.
From $2,500 to $3,000, you can buy any Twitter account. Che-Wan
Taking requests, 2.5k to 3k per
even
ad.
name drop some past customers. Suppose
Obama?
people who've already bought from him successfully. Payment is Bitcoin only, and no small talk. Buyers are told not to start the chat with "Hey," just drop the handle they want and make an offer. Serious offers are discussed with Graham over Discord. 1359, Che-Wan.
5K for @XX, 3K at dark. Let me know.
Wait, for @XX? Okay, I don't want to look that up because that feels like it could be. Because you know how Twitter is nowadays. You can't really scroll freely without encountering something nefarious. I feel like that's gonna be an @dark. I mean, what could @dark really be? Okay, I'll look up @dark and see what it is. I'm just curious. Oh, the account is suspended. Okay. Well, I guess that didn't work very well then.
Also, is @vampire doable?
5K for all three.
Later that day, a potential buyer seems to become part of the crew. Joe. His real name is Joseph O'Connor.
Who's Joe?
He's British too, and 21 at the time. He knows his way around SIM swapping, and is rumored to have been involved in an earlier hack of Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. His exact role isn't clear, but Joe does post a tweet that shows that he's on the inside. It's Twitter's admin tools. Twitter takes it down shortly after it's posted. Behind the scenes, the platform has already started investigating.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, surely they would figure out who's doing this. Like, this can't last very long.
Since early that morning.
And even if you get access to an account, anything that has been changed by this specific user that has been found to be like nefarious it's probably going to be either reversed or you're going to be kicked out of those accounts pretty quickly.
Into strange calls from people claiming to be help desk staff. By now, suspicious login attempts are piling up. It's becoming clear this wasn't just a prank call. Someone is deep inside the system. For Graham, the clock is ticking. It's only a matter of time before Twitter catches on and shuts him out. So he comes up with an idea.
Like, I mean, how much could he really make from this?
Way to squeeze even more money out of the hack.
Oh my god. He just went into everyone's account and was like, hey, we're gonna give you so much Bitcoin. Come on. And it's the most sleazy, stupid, like, come on, guys, we can't fall for
Enter
this.
Phase 3. Graham sets his sights on the crypto community. By mid-2020, the economy is in freefall because of the COVID pandemic. Stock markets are down, and so is crypto.
Oh, this is why he did it. He was like bored. He was bored because he has to stay inside all day, so he's like, I'll hack Twitter, why not?
Cryptocurrency's plunging right.
So Graham launches a website, cryptoforhealth.com, to help
Crypto for health to help in these hard times. Oh, the grammar's really bad too. Like, he's got a capital on 4 without there being a full stop. There's a space before the comma and not after. And there's a capital T after a comma for some reason. What is this?
people in these hard times. He makes an irresistible promise.
Like, oh, I know he's 17 years old, but you should at least know how to spell properly, especially if you're trying to make something that people are going to fall for. People are going to see that immediately and be like, well, this is the crypto for health, or this is the cool scheme that I'm going to be giving all my money to.
Send Bitcoin to his wallet, and Crypto for Health will send back double.
Why would they do that? Doesn't make any sense. Yes, give us money. I promise we'll give it back with more.
Just like that. His new plan is simple. Convince people to send him money voluntarily. Now he just has to promote the platform. And he is the best tool to do so.
a Razer mouse, much like a mouse that I also have. I would show you, but I can't actually pick it up very far. It's actually the same mouse that it shows in the video.
Graham gains access to the accounts of several crypto influencers and platforms. The first tweet goes out from the account Angelo BTC. Then come at least 10 more, all from well-known names in the crypto space. For the next 2 hours, he tweets.
It's also suspicious that they're saying the exact same thing.
Almost non-stop from major crypto companies' accounts. Binance.
Though I will say, if you are already following a crypto account, that you're more likely to fall for this kind of thing. I mean, it feels like a regular giveaway. The only really suspicious thing about this, apart from, you know, the terrible website that Crypto for Health has, is the fact that you have to send them money and they will send you money back. That doesn't make any sense.
Gemini, Coinbase, Ripple, and more. Then at 4:15 p.m., he takes it to the next level. Graham stops using the Crypto for Health link. Now he tweets his Bitcoin address directly.
Well, yeah, which is really, really trustworthy, guys. No, this looks legit. I feel like we should give this money. Every donator gets money.
Reach, so he leaves the crypto space behind and targets one of the biggest influencers on Twitter. At exactly 4:17 p.m., Musk's account tweets that he wants to give back to his...
I'm feeling generous because of COVID-19. I'll double any... I saw this. I remember seeing this. What the fuck? Wait, okay, cool, come on. I'll double any Bitcoin payment sent to my Bitcoin address in the next hour. Good luck. Good luck? It's not even spelled right, bro. He didn't even read his message before he sent it.
37 million followers in the spirit of COVID relief. But Graham doesn't stop there. Next up, Bill Gates.
Everyone is asking me to give back, and now is the time. I'm doubling all payments into my Bitcoin address. You know, Bill Gates, he's big into Bitcoin. Bill Gates loves Bitcoin, doesn't stop talking about how much he loves Bitcoin. This seems very, very trustworthy. You send 1,000, I send you back 2,000. Only going on for 30 minutes. Now, actually, what's quite smart about this is that he did say that it's only going on for 30 minutes, because he knows he's going to get kicked out of the accounts probably pretty soon. But the fact that it says only going on for 30 minutes, that kind of time crunch makes people want to act quickly. It's like when you go into a website or you see that there's a discount or like some kind of sale going on, but the sale only lasts for the 20 more minutes. You're much more likely to purchase something or do something on impulse when you think that you're running out of time. There's not like a lot of time to think about it. It's like, oh, well, I have to do it right now. Imagine you see this tweet and the tweet is like 25 minutes old. You're going to say, oh my God, it's only 5 minutes left. I have to really get on this while I can.
With over 15 million followers.
Yeah, he's really preying on people's impulses, which I hate to say is quite smart, but, you know, it's pretty terrible too.
Then Kanye West, 30 million.
Oh my God, yeah, he's doing it as well?
Jeff Bezos, Mr. Beast, Barack Obama, Joe Biden.
I'm giving back to my community. What, You're giving back to the Barack Obama community? He doesn't even talk like this. Joe Biden wouldn't say, I'm giving back to the community, Jack. This is President Joe Biden. Oh, sorry, he wasn't actually president at this point. I'm running for president, Jack, and I'm going to buy some votes with Bitcoin.
Even corporations like Apple and Uber. In total, Graham breaches over 130 Twitter accounts, blasting his crypto scam from 45 of them.
The thing is, like, there's enough accounts here to where it will work. Like, people will do this.
Millions see the messages. So do the Twitter employees.
Security incident impacting accounts on Twitter. We are investigating and taking steps to fix it. We will update everyone shortly.
Graham tweets, Twitter deletes, and with every passing minute, Graham's Bitcoin wallet grows fatter.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I feel like this would work. I mean, it's like a shotgun blast. It's a shotgun blast of tweets that it'll reach enough people to where, even if it's like only 0.0001% of people that do this, that's still quite a lot of people that are just giving you money.
Most people see through the scam, but many others fall for it. To stretch the reach even further, Graham reposts from the same accounts multiple times. The last tweet goes out from Kim Kardashian's account.
Feeling nice? Oh, what are you, Kim Kardashian? Are you feeling nice, are you?
Meanwhile, the others in his crew are still selling usernames for a few $1,000s each.
I put 1K minimum. Let's say that's for non-OG. 2.5K minimum for OG.
1K min for all is fine.
He said he'll do those for 20.
Sounds good. You can trust me by now. I need email for all.
22K including criminal?
Okay. Send me full list of emails and the 22K to my Addy.
It's so funny. I can't really decipher what they're saying here. I mean, I can for the most part, but like it's quite hard to read.
These will be the last sales they make. Twitter is finally about to shut the whole thing down.
Oh no. No, my scam. Oh God.
On Wednesday
I can imagine he was probably fired for that, which is quite, it's quite sad. But
no one at Twitter is thinking about going home. Someone is inside their system reading.
this one guy just like humping and dropping a box of hard drives at the same time. He's like, no! Just throwing hard drives all over the
Slack
place.
Messages, accessing sensitive credentials, and flooding the platform with scam tweets. Things are spiraling out of control, so Twitter pulls the plug.
Quick, into this. Yeah, I'd imagine that's what the Twitter server room looks like. It's just one really big plug into a wall of servers. Pull the plug, guys! Disconnect Twitter!
You may be unable to tweet or reset your password while we review and address this incident.
The platform limits core functionality across the board. Many verified accounts can't post. They can't change passwords. Every account that had changed its password in the last 30 days is locked out as well. Twitter is trying to cut the attackers off completely. And it works. Graham can no longer change passwords, sell usernames, or push his crypto scam. Internally, Twitter started...
But I mean, at that point, I wonder how much he's made at that point. Is it really the 16.5 million from the title? Did he just get... Well, obviously, he didn't get away with it because he got arrested,
killing
right?
all active VPN sessions, one by one. Every employee is forced offline, including Graham. The hack is over, and slowly a full picture of the fallout begins to emerge.
The fallout? Did someone say fallout?
In the scramble...
Twitter scams. Twitter scams never changes.
Twitter didn't just silence celebrities. They also locked out news outlets and even the National Weather Service, which missed posting a tornado warning. By late that night, many accounts started working again, but some will stay offline for longer. Elon won't post for 3 days.
Oh no! That's the longest he's ever gone without tweeting.
Highly unusual. On the other side of the world in England, Chaewon
and for those 3 days, calm.
Wakes up.
Calm across the world.
So what's been Twitter's response?
To all verified accounts, locked in essentially.
Details on how this
It's likely the first time he realizes the full scale of what just happened. The others probably feel the same, except for Lowell, who had already started getting suspicious of Graham earlier in the day. Later that night, Chaewon sends him a disappointed DM.
I'm not sad, more just annoyed. I mean, he only made 20 Bitcoin.
Graham reportedly walked
Really? Okay, that's... I actually thought he would have made more
away
then.
with up to $180,000.
That's still like really... That's pretty good though.
Authorities alerted major crypto platforms. They blocked the wallets tied to Graham, preventing an estimated $1.5 million in additional plans.
Oh, because a lot of them were blocked. Oh my god, they had to save the stupid people from themselves. Damn! You were just gonna get so much. You're just gonna get like 1.4 million.
Transactions. Tracking the attackers down doesn't take long. Chaewon and Rolex are traced via OG users, linked emails on their crypto accounts, and matching IP addresses.
Damn, I mean, they have to feel like pretty sad. He's like, they're thinking, oh, we're only selling some emails and some accounts for a few grand. And then they get kind of looped into this, even though they didn't even know this was going on.
We don't know exactly how they got Graham. His case was sealed due to him being a minor at the time. But just 2 weeks after the hack, authorities make their move.
Today I am making a charging announcement on the Twitter hack. The first defendant is Mason Shepard, also known as Chaewon, age 19, of Bognor Regis in the United Kingdom. The second defendant is
Damn, that's a big TV. Jesus
Nima
Christ.
Fazeli, also known as Rolex, age 22, of
Oh, he was watching Stranger Things. Come on. At least let him finish the season, guys.
Orlando, Florida. The third defendant is a juvenile who we will not further identify.
Because of COVID,
Jesus Christ, did they really bust in like that?
Graham's hearing takes place over Zoom, and it quickly descends into chaos.
God, this was a crazy time in history where everything was taking place over, like, the internet and things like that.
Zoom bombers hijack the call, blasting rap music and explicit content.
I'm gonna end this.
Jesus Christ.
In spring 2021, Graham was sentenced to 3 years in a juvenile detention facility. He cooperated
Damn, okay, so he actually got then.
with authorities, avoiding an adult conviction. His 229 days in
Dude, he just looks like he's trying to be evil.
pretrial detention count towards his sentence. As of February 2023, he's out on 3 years of probation. What happened to Nima Fazeli, Rolex, isn't entirely clear. Some reports say he served 3 years in prison. Others point to ongoing negotiations or a possible plea deal.
Damn, and they really just thought they were selling a few email addresses, a few accounts for a few grand. They didn't think they were getting... They didn't think they would get
Mason
hit with
still
the
lives in
years
UK.
in prison.
According to the BBC, he was never arrested or extradited to the US.
Extradited to the UK? Okay, he looks like he's like 14 years old.
If he's ever brought to trial in the States, he faces up to 20 years in prison.
Wow, okay. Just don't go to the US.
Joe was arrested a year after the Twitter hack in Spain. He was sentenced to 5 years, not for the Twitter hack, but for earlier crimes.
Oh. All right, well.
According to him, his only involvement in this case was buying a handle for $10,000.
Damn, 10K for a Twitter handle? What was the handle?
Wool was never caught. Graham was the mastermind behind the hack, but he wasn't a brilliant hacker. The foundation of the attack was simple social engineering.
Yeah, he literally just asked the person to get... I mean, like, he set up the VPN page and things like that. He set up the fake page, but I mean, that's all he did, really.
And used basic phishing tactics. With surprisingly little skill, he managed to collect money from thousands of unsuspecting people. Had authorities not acted so quickly, he could have stolen much more. His posts reached millions. Without fully realizing it, Graham held something incredibly powerful in his hands. Massive reach on a platform that plays a major role in shaping public discourse.
Damn, that was a sick video. The phone videos are always like really, really fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Please go subscribe to Fern. They're absolutely amazing. Go watch Putin's Secret Sons, if you want to. And I'll see you guys later. All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out today. Hope you guys did have a good one. Much appreciated, everybody. Have a absolutely fantastic day. And I will see you guys a little bit later on. Bye.